Hi, everyone. So today's message is actually about what you can expect during your Dark Night of the Soul phase, and probably one of the most common challenges that you can expect to experience during your awakening, and literally how to find your way out of it. So at some point during your awakening, you will find yourself feeling lost in the world, and it feels like as if you're stuck somewhere out in the universe in your own little time zone, and just can't initially recognize why this might be happening to you, and you don't understand how to find your way out of this darkness. Your life as you know it starts to feel very meaningless, and this phase can be rather depressing. It starts to feel very lonely and very confusing, but it truly does serve a divine purpose. So you see, a spontaneous spiritual awakening literally destroys your understanding of the world and how you function within it. Everything you hold dear to your identity starts to fall apart right in front of your eyes, and nothing as you understood it makes sense anymore. This is essentially because the divine is shutting you off from the world, so you understand that the identity that you built for yourself thus far just doesn't work anymore. So during this phase, you do what everyone does going through it, is you start to question your own existence within the vastness of this great cosmos. It feels as if the world has completely stopped or forgotten about you, and at least for you, people and relationships you held close to your heart disappear, and they almost become inaccessible during this time. To make matters even worse for some, you start to experience a lot of sickness during this time because your body is undergoing a transformation, which just makes this harder to get through. And unfortunately, this dark period that you go through, you really don't have any idea as to when you can expect it to end. However, the good news is that it does end at some point. You want to actually think of this phase in your awakening journey as something more positive, almost as if you, being an evolved butterfly, are being given the opportunity to re-enter the cocoon phase, only so that you can re-emerge as a new butterfly with the ability to create a brand new identity. Now, if you're thinking, but why would anybody need to do that? Well, the truth is, this period is really serving as a quiet phase in your awakening journey to help you undergo a deep purification process. And on a deeper level, this period is used to help you understand that there is a greater force at play in your life, and you're being asked to surrender to that flow of life and what's actually happening to you. During this dark phase, you actually go through a transformation that changes you from the inside out. You learn during this time to operate with a totally new energetic frequency. For example, if you were someone that always needed control, this period teaches you how to let go and to just surrender to the flow of life. If you are someone who operates more from your masculine energy, for example, this period starts to teach you to learn how to slow down from the hustle in life so that your body can help you balance your energies and teach you a new way to live your life. The Dark Night of the Soul truly takes you through a transformation of your mind, body, and soul. Often coming out of this phase, people feel intimidated, they are afraid to start over in life, and sometimes just don't know even where to begin. Some people find it difficult to find the ambition to get started in a new direction that's more aligned with their soul and higher purpose. And you may even suffer from the imposter syndrome, or better yet, some people share that they just don't know when it's time to actually get going. So unfortunately, what ends up happening is you sit there and you wait and you procrastinate and you sit around waiting for possibly a sign or signal to see if you're ready to move forward. So the one important thing to really understand about your awakening is that you are being asked to lean more on the inward than the outside. You should be able to drown out the noise of the outside world to better understand the inner call. As hard as it may seem, just remember that the cocoon phase isn't meant to last forever. It serves as a purpose in time, but once it's done, the butterfly must emerge from its cocoon and get ready to fly. Now, when this happens to you, you may need to find ways to motivate yourself, whether this is through music, podcasts, books, journaling, getting out into nature, But whatever you do, do not sit stagnant or procrastinate from getting started. If you're lacking confidence to get started, just remember that confidence is always forged in the fire. It's not something that appears one day miraculously, but as you go through your journey, rebuilding your new life, the confidence will show up to help you become your new transformed self. You go through this dark journey only for a moment in time, which is to help transform you. But once you've transformed, you must find the courage and the leader in you to charge forward and answer your true inner calling. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. God bless.